Very rewarding. You can say that about a lot of jobs, but this one is definitely one you will not find anywhere else.
I've learned that I am very resilient. I've learned that you can do a lot more than you think you're capable of.
It's just the best job in the world. Knowing that we've made a difference, knowing that we've helped people in their time of need.
Making decisions that will affect people's lives. I know that North West Ambulance Service are going to guide me through that process.
My name's Samran Ahmed. I'm a technician in EMT1. Since the age of 9, I knew I wanted to be in the emergency services. When you go to people, yes, you find some difficult patients and some difficult family members. However, when you walk through the door, people are usually happy to see you and they want to see you and they want your help.
My name's Sarita. I'm a paramedic with North West Ambulance Service. When I was young, I witnessed an accident and I just remember seeing all these lights and all these people coming to help this person, and it just triggered an interest and I just followed it through until I was an adult.
My name's Irvin. I'm a paramedic based in Liverpool. What inspired me to be a paramedic? I used to be a victim support volunteer for about 4 years. I found that more rewarding than the job I was actually doing. Because I did feel like I wanted to help people, I was thinking something to do with the health service. Then I started looking into the actual role of a paramedic.
The employment I had before the ambulance service was in a supermarket, so the transition from supermarket to paramedic was quite a big transition. I had to go do my college course, then I applied for university, didn't get in the first time, applied the second time, didn't get in the second time. It took me 4 attempts, but I knew it was what I wanted to do, so I was determined and I didn't give it up.
Hi, my name's Georgina. I am currently an EMT, working for North West Ambulance Service. I'm a student at Liverpool John Moores University studying paramedic practice. The ambulance service, we're looking for emergency medical technicians through a paramedic pre-degree experience pilot. If you were successful, you would become an emergency medical technician. You'd be given a date to start your training. However, you had to apply for university as well.
With regards to training, I enjoyed the overall experience actually, the practical side and the scenarios, working with your peers, getting to know people from different backgrounds. Some people have been in St John's Ambulance, some people have worked via urgent care or PTS. Myself, I had no background in it really.
Doesn't matter what you were doing before you come to university, that your summary of knowledge transfer can go from one job to another, and the fact that you've got communication skills, it's showing you how to use them communication skills so you can communicate with your patients and their families during their time of need.
So I had a little baby boy just before I started university. That did become quite challenging. Put time aside and go to university, do academic essays, study time, do 12, 13-hour shifts on the ambulance, but I've got a little baby at home. I had support of family, friends, the university.
Normally work 12-hour shifts. That is a challenge. It is something you get used to. Certainly in the beginning, it was quite difficult.
You've got a little one at home, you want to see them, you want to read them a bedtime story. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but then sometimes it does. It's quite flexible.
Even though I was an EMT before, when I come to university, I actually felt guilty for not being an EMT full time. So I love being out on the road. I love meeting new people, dealing with patients and families.
Since I started as a technician, one of the challenges that I had to overcome was you are dealing with people who are quite poorly. You're dealing with people who suffered a cardiac arrest and the families that are crying. It's a lot to take on. It can be quite acutely stressful at that time. I really like how everyone asks after a job, are you okay? Are you all right?
One particular job that sticks out, we were called to an RTC in which a number of school children had been hit by a car. It was a miracle that all the children survived, but the way all the services work together as a multidisciplinary team, we got all the children to the hospital and all the children have lived. It was amazing to be part of that team.
Me and my colleague went to a 55-year-old male who had difficulty breathing. We did some baseline observations, we did some checks, and we could see that he really needed some critical care quite quickly. However, he did arrest on us I was on the chest doing compressions. Whilst I was on his chest, my colleague gave him some adrenaline and his heart started beating at 130 beats per minute, which is twice as fast as your or mine, sat here. And then he was trying to breathe for himself. We took him into resus at A&E, where he'd been looked after. He regained consciousness. He's alive and we saved his life.
It's probably the most rewarding thing you can do, in that you're going out to help people in many cases in the desperate hour of need, and sometimes you're the only person who can make that difference.
Because if you're looking for something different and you like something challenging and you like helping people and you're caring and compassionate, you want to just push yourself that little bit harder and see what you're capable of doing, definitely North West Ambulance Service and definitely those rules are for you.
I am proof that it can be done. If it is your dream, don't give it up, because you can do it. Even if you've got children, you feel like you can't do it, it can be done.